Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. In the last episode, I had sound problems. Rather, I fixed the sound problems by watching that video with you guys, rather than recording it during the actual gameplay. So, that was kind of fun. It's interesting when I record a session, and then like a few days later, I realize I had sound issues, and I had to try to fix it. And in fixing it, whenever I go ahead and add my voice over it, basically I'm just watching the video with you guys. It's always weird to try to think of what I was thinking of when I was playing that game at the time. And to see myself make all the mistakes that I tend to make that I don't detect when I'm actually playing the game and recording it. Very, very hilarious. Very hilarious. So what do? We had eliminated several more gangs here in Core City. I think there's like one or two left, and we'll get to them eventually, though I'm trying to put them off for a little bit, given that they're a little tougher for us to deal with. We have created ourselves a new weapon. I don't know if I did this off-screen or on-screen. I have made a rapid 7.62 Falchion laser sight. I think I did this off-screen. So, unlike our hammerers, which have an extended magazine in it, this one now instead, there's a chance to give me back some action points. It may be enough to actually fire the gun again. And so I think this will be more useful to us than the extended magazine, because I tend not to run out of bullets in the magazines anyway. And if that ever happened and I absolutely must still deal with something, I'll probably punch it rather than try to reload, depending. Even then, we've got our bullet strap belt, which really reduces the action point cost of reloading significantly, so I don't actually think we need that extended magazine for our weapons. Maybe that would be better attached to assault weapons, so you can probably get off another burst attack without emptying the entire clip. Yeah, but for pistols, we're probably going to stick with rapid reloaders from now on. And it's a 7.62 because I wanted to give it a try. As you can see, with this weapon, we're doing 28 through 56 points of damage per shot. With our hammer, we do 28 through 86, so 30 more. But we can fire this weapon 2 more times. So depending upon the enemy we're fighting and the type of armor it's wearing, I think we can probably get away with this weapon doing much more damage than our hammerer can do. And the fact that it's a smaller barrel as well will help out with that. What else have I done off-screen? I think that was about it. I might have done some more selling of various things as well. I can't recall if I have done so off-screen. We're now up to 13,262 Charions, in case you're curious about that. Alright, so let's get back to it. So the first thing I think we should do is look for more of those oddities. So to get to some of these, we're going to want to talk with a few people. So let's talk to a few people that we have not been talking to. So first off, there's Jack Quicksilver sitting right here. We haven't talked to him yet, I don't think. So, hello, Jack. Maybe I should order another drink. Okay, nope, we totally have talked with him at least once. And I don't think he had anything on him right when we picked his pocket before. He does not. Okay. Hello, George. You come up to a short, stocky man looking at the table in front of him. The table is littered with numerous glasses, out of which only one is full. As he picks it up, your eyes become drawn to a sizable coal-black tattoo on his right arm. You stare at the ink. It depicts an intricate earth fissure, which starts from the elbow and moves down to his hand, with tiny angular cracks radiating from it in all directions. By looking more carefully, however, you realize that the center of that tattoo is actually a large scar, effectively making the tattoo its embellishment. Your curious stare provokes an indifferent one from him, as well as a couple of words exasperated in a mildly annoyed manner. You need something, bud. This description reminds me of this. There was a girl who had a large scar on her back, where I think she had, what's the cancer called? Melanoma? And it was removed, but it left a rather large scar, and she added a tattoo to it to make it look like a bonsai tree. And it was beautiful. She did a magnificent job turning what would have been just, you know, a scar, proof that she's a tough girl and survived cancer, into something that looked amazing. So this strikes me as being something similar. Hey, I'm Decker. Mind if I ask you some questions? Questions. A man gets tired of those after a while. Especially if they're being asked by random strangers. Well, I told you my name, so I'm not a complete stranger. No. You said a name. I don't know if it's really yours, bud. You could be anyone for all I know. Still, do you mind? I'll bite. Ask your questions. Now, whether you get an answer, that's a whole different matter. He returns to his drink. Can you tell me about your tattooed scar? He takes a look at his scar, staring at it for a few moments, taking a sip of his drink in the process. The scar is from an accident. That tattoo is from a tattoo shop. Can you tell me anything more about it? Nope. He takes a sip of his drink. Why not? Why should I? Well, I would like to know. Well, tough luck. Any more questions? No. Take care, George. I don't think I've ever gotten him to open up about that scar. Maybe if you have a certain level of persuasion, you can do so. I don't think I've gone through the entire game, though, with anyone who has persuasion at the time of this recording. You walk towards the buff barkeeper, but somewhere along the way, a mug flies before your eyes from left to right and collides with some poor squeezer's head. The blow sends the fellow to the floor, face first, while everyone around him laughs at his misfortune, including the barkeeper. You finally approach him and he yells at you, as that seems to be the only way to be heard in this place. Welcome to the Hardcore City Bar, the place where the most hardcore meet to have a drink. I haven't seen you before. I'm Gene, the owner, and this here's my beautiful wife, Harriet. Name your poison, mate. Oh. What can you tell me about your wife? Absolutely. She's gorgeous, wonderful, smart, funny. This bar would be so empty and lifeless without her, and that's enough, Gene. I can see you've practiced, and you haven't complimented a girl's patooey in days. I love you. She smiles. Dominating. I'm looking for Terry and Lori Baker. They are merchants from Southgate Station. Have you seen them, perhaps? Absolutely. I know the two. They visited the bar numerous times. The problem is, I can't exactly remember when the last time was they were here. 1 second. Am I recording? I am, okay. Around the time the big earthquake happened. He takes a moment to think. That's right. The earthquake stopped all Underrail Express traffic, and there were many unable to leave the city. The bar was packed back then. Not that I'm complaining, mate. It was hardcore. Nevertheless, I remember seeing them at the bar during that time. Right, love? What? Oh, the Bakers. Yes. They were here at the time. There you go. Anything else you can tell me? No, that's pretty much all of it. Right. That's the info. I've got more questions for you if I may ask them. He nods. Absolutely, mate. I need to talk to Gorsky. He leans forward and speaks in a whisper. Absolutely. Take this key here and use the back entrance. It's just around the corner. Out and around the corner to the north. That's a good joke, man. Very funny. How do you feel about the Faceless invasion? If they do break into the city, I'll give them free drinks. He laughs. What Gene wanted to say is he'd start quaking before the Faceless and try to bribe them with booze. Why, love? Why? Sweetie, I'm joking. Hardcore men know how to take a joke and cook, clean, and tell their wives they love them from time to time and have the... She clears her throat. Wow, he's whipped. Can I ask you some just about certain people here in Core City? Absolutely. Who are we talking about here? Regular folks? If regular is the right word. Say the name and I'll deliver. John the Beautiful. He's a nice kid. A bit odd with his food for information policy, but it's been working out for him, which is hardcore. You can find him behind the bar most of the time. That's where he hangs out when he's not at Moe's stall. He's also very cute. What? So when I tell a girl she's got a nice patootie, you hit me on the head with a pan, but when you say someone's cute, it's okay? Shut up, sweetie. How about Alphabet? Not him. Just not him. He's absolutely derailed. I mean, he comes here from time to time and puts some stinking animal hearts on the table. I tell him to get lost. He tells me, and you're not going to believe this, he tells me, what the hell? Barkeepers are merchants. They should be able to buy what I offer them. Like, yeah. So how much will you give me for these hearts? Calm down, Gene. He hasn't shown up ever since you punched him in the nose. He comes back sometimes, sits outside, gives me the collywobbles when I see him. Ugh. Who's the black guy with the fissure tattoo? The guy over there? That's George. At least that's how I heard some people call him. He's not a talkative fellow, mate. He's an Underrail express train operator, and one of the more frequent patrons. Just come here, orders drinks, dominates a few bottles all by himself, and leaves. He also seems prone to fistfights. Really now, love, that only happened once, and he was provoked. Some pipe worker, a zoner completely important port, was bugging him about something. George got up and hit him right in the middle of his face, sending teeth flying all across the bar. One gal immediately yelled, "Hey, I wanted ice in my drink, not teeth," to which we all laughed, while the zoner was choking on one of his own. Well, I never wanted him to choke on it at my bar, so I threw him out. You mess with my patrons, you better drop off, right, mate? Do you know anything about his tattooed scar? I've heard rumors, mate. Some say his father did it to him when he was young, as a punishment. Others say he got it in a fight when he was protecting his brother from bandits. His brother got killed, and George passed out from blood loss. After killing every other pipe worker there, he would have died if someone hadn't found him. That's what I've heard, but how true it is, I don't know. Alright, other questions for you. I'm listening. I think we'll ask more about the Black Sea Agents Incorporated when we're ready to head over there, which will happen when we're about level... I would prefer to be level 20 before heading over there, but we might have to head over there when we're level 18, depending upon how much experience points we found in Oddity mode. So, let me see what you got. And yep, he sells different drinks, root soda, mushroom brew, etc. He's also selling chips. And he's also buying foodstuffs today, but I think I have anything I want to actually sell him. Let's get some core chips. I'm generally a wimp when it comes to the chips. You have core chips, which give you 5% extra chance to crit, but you have a 2% increased chance to take a crit. Or you've got normal core chips, which just increase your chance by 2% and do nothing for the enemies. I don't think we've visited the pockets of the people in here, so you might as well say hello. No reason why we can't spread the love to all the pockets inside Core City. Might be hiding booze. You know, this isn't a bring your own booze establishment. Like health hypos, those could count as booze if you really stretch the limit of what drinks mean to include needles. He's got advantage in the health hypo. We'll take him off of George. George probably doesn't need him. And now we can go ahead and revisit Heidi and see if she'll buy the booze we just pickpocketed. And she won't, not yet. Okay. But speaking of that, let's go ahead and leave some of this behind. We do not need 23 normal health hypos on us. We're simply never ever going to use that many ever. Well, at least I hope not. Alright, so I suppose it would only be fair to see what Gene has in his pockets. We can't reach, I think, Harry yet, so her pockets remain safe. He's got 5 entire Stygian coins on him. How are we doing on... what we'll call it? Okay, we're good. Let's take those. We should probably put these down here somewhere. Okay. Let's head on up the stairs and see what else is here at the Hardcore City Bar. Hey, a commoner. Hello, commoner. Let's see what you've got in your pockets. You're not carrying the one ring, which is good for all of us. We'll take all your stuff. Thank you for your contribution. Locked. Need a key for that. Hey, it's Abram. Decker of Southgate Station. I've been waiting for you. Let me begin by saying I am quite satisfied with your performance so far. I had informed my associates of your competence, and we've reached a decision to use your abilities again. Are you still interested? Yes, I am. Good. I'm glad you said yes. You have displayed a certain potential, Decker of Southgate Station, a potential that few possess. I've been informed you have already met Jack Quicksilver. Good. Him and I are a part of a certain organization whose name will remain unrevealed for now. What I want you to do now is to go and speak to Jack. He is waiting for you outside the bar. He has work for you. Once you've completed everything, you will receive further instructions. Might ask you some questions first. You may not. All of your questions will be answered in due time. Decker of Southgate Station. I'll go speak with Jack. Till next time, Abram. He nods. Well, he won't tell us any questions. I won't tell us any questions. He won't ask. He won't. Wow. He won't tell us any answers to the questions that we have. Maybe his pockets will? I still don't have the pickpocket for this. What's our pickpocket at? Is it at least 100? 99! One more point. I suppose we can have an eel sandwich to increase our pickpocket to 105. Let's see if that's enough to pick his pockets. No! Still not enough. Still not enough. Interesting. Alright. Your pockets are safe at the moment, Abram. Here's Ethan. We've seen him before in Southgate Station. He has a very interesting item on him that we can now at least see. But I don't know if we can take it yet. We can take it. He has a strange medallion. A medallion made out of super steel. Its proximity evokes memories of different times. Use. Reduces target's action points by 10 and movement points by 20. Lasts 2 turns. Costs 25 energy. I think we will take that from Ethan. Get a good look at Ethan, everyone. The next time I think we see him, he will not be the same person that he was. Okay, well, we still have more commenters to visit. That's pretty hardcore. This is like another eatery area. There's a little, looks like chair, and the barrel is actually what they're drinking at. 16 coins. That guy can keep his health hypo. What I like about pickpocketing is that they don't seem to mind if you take your time at it. It's like you reach your hands into people's pockets and you're feeling around in there, which in itself has to be kind of uncomfortable. And you're like, yeah, this feels like a tungsten steel level 8 dagger or so. I don't think I need that. What's over here closer to your inner thigh? Oh, you got 7 Charion coins sitting in that pocket, sitting there. We'll take that. You've also got some 8.6mm standard rounds in here. I can tell. I know exactly how many you have and where they are. We'll take those too. It's messed up, man. That's messed up when you think about it. Hey, some Core City plans. Another oddity point. Let's take them. Let's take all this stuff too. And I guess we'll head upstairs. These all require lockpicking to open. Oh, sorry. Actually, wait, Tim. You have lockpicking on Decker. Oh, you can just open that door. Can we just open any of the doors? I don't have stealth, so I don't think I should be just opening doors. I think that'll get us in trouble. Let's not do that again. Now, the watch that we just picked up, its ability is somewhat similar to, I think it's called temporal dilation, is what it's called, or delusion? Disillusion? I can't remember. There's a temporal manipulation ability, and when you use it on an enemy, that enemy loses action points and movement points. And the higher your temporal manipulation, I believe, the more movement points that they lose, and they always lose, I think, 10 action points. It's really super useful if you're playing someone who doesn't want to be attacked by like a melee attacker, to put that on them. It effectively neuters them as long as you keep moving away from ever doing anything to you. It's a really powerful ability. And this is very similar to it, and we're going to now go ahead and power it. And now, you will also probably see me no longer use grenades. We'll hold on to this single MK4 grenade in case I change my mind, but we don't have any throwing on Decker, and I don't want to actually be throwing grenades with him, so I think we'll be sticking with this until we can make a better taser later on. But that would be sometime in coming, because I don't have a very high electronics, and it's not being leveled anytime soon. Okay, so... Alright, let's keep exploring more of Core City. Oh, actually, I guess we should talk with Jack Quicksilver, right? He might have things for us to do. And here he is. You've talked to Abram, I presume. He informed me earlier you helped him in Junkyard. Told me you have potential. We will put you to the test, don't worry. Before all that, I'd like to make certain things clear before we proceed. Abram and I are working for a certain organization whose name I can't reveal to you at the moment. The less you know, the better. What you do need to know is that you have shown certain qualities we seek, and if your performance continues to be satisfactory, there just might be more work for you. Everything, and I mean everything concerning Abram, myself, and everyone, I do mean everyone, involved in what we do stays between us. We require maximum discretion. And, so you know, we have eyes and ears everywhere. You get it, don't you? I'm getting tired of talking, so listen up. I'll be brief. I have 3 assignments for you at the moment. You can do them in any order you like. Do know that 2 of them will require some traveling. First, I want you to go to Foundry and find our cell there. Once you do, you will be asked who goes there, to which you reply with, the Neophyte. Once you're in, talk to Everard. He'll tell you what needs to be done. Got it. What's the second assignment? Second, I want you to go to the Southgate Station. That's right. And find a man called Lennox Pierce. He is in need of our services, so be polite and represent us well. And what's the third assignment? The third one is here, in Core City. A man called Ohad Zandar is waiting for you down at the Core City train station. He also needs some help with a certain issue. Go now. Let's not keep people waiting. You'll be paid upon assignment completion. If you have any more questions or want to trade, I'll be right here, enjoying my drink. Okay, we'll see him later. Let's see. Oh, did I turn in? I don't know if I turned these in to whatchamacallit. I don't know if I turned them in. I don't know if I showed these 2 particular types of fish to Geezer Forge. So let's go ahead and take these. Alphabet, you could probably use a few more items taken from you. Let's wait until he stops. We'll pick his pocket again. Okay, in the meantime, okay, good. Hold on. Ambush attempt. Activate plan. Save alphabet. From walking around too slowly. Okay. He almost has nothing left in his pockets. We'll take his advanced health hypo and all the bullets from for his gun. Oh, that's right. Tim, you're using guns. Sorry, everyone. So today, the day I'm recording this part is March 23rd, 2021. And I think it was 2 days ago, I uploaded Sigil and her attempt to do Depot A. And it was successful. Sigil's doing very well. She's actually level 15 now. And it's been a huge amount of fun for me to try to set traps and use caltrops using her ambush ability, which she now has, along with various poisons, in order to take out the enemy formations and groups that I come across. It's been a lot of fun because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm trying not to set walls of traps. I have had to do that once, but it's been great when I don't do it and everything goes according to plan. Like I'm able to lead enemies around certain corners, make sure that only certain enemies are the ones that hit those traps, the ones that would be vulnerable to them, and watch them die. It's been great. Absolutely wonderful. But her build, I can tell right now, is going to have trouble fighting certain things, like crawlers, and in particular, doing the final boss of the game. I have no clue how she's supposed to beat... I guess, well, I've been trying not to say the end boss name, just in case someone hasn't played this far, but here we go. How to beat Chort? I'm not sure how she's going to manage it with caltrops and traps. I don't know if that's going to work. So it's going to be very tricky. They're expecting you upstairs. Right, thanks, Mr. Zone Rat. I think she'll probably have to do the Musion puzzle, and she'll have to destroy all the tanks before she'll be able to actually defeat Chort. And this is why we came up here for another item, a head rat amulet. Oh, holy crap! I forgot Bullhead's up here. I'll totally take that. Bullhead is a drug. I've even forgotten what I'm taking in regards to my secondary skills with Decker. Do I have biology? I do not. Okay. Bullhead, actually, now that I know it's here, I forgot that's where it's located. I absolutely must go here with everyone and get it as soon as possible. Bullhead is a drug where instead of being stunned, I think you're immune to stuns with Bullhead being taken. Yeah, I think it's better than even, well, better's a bit rough way to phrase it. I consider it better than the Thick Skull feat. Although Thick Skull is in effect at all times, it makes you dazed instead of stunned. Bullhead just makes you, I think, immune to stun altogether for, I think, like 3 turns? Don't make too much noise or they'll hear us on the other side. Hey, the man, the myth, the legend, Gorsky. Let's see what Gorsky has on him first. We can take his boots now, if I want level 17 boots. Reinforced solid plating tungsten steel boots. With an R penalty of 27, I'm not interested in them. What the? Oh, hey! Holy crap! He's got a special drink. So let's look at this together. Essentially, a cold soup in a salt and lake poppy seed rimmed glass, sometimes garnished with root slices, made from actual animal blood, usually pigs. Use: when consumed, increases health by 30, but reduces resolve by the same amount. Consuming food will remove effects of previous meals. So, this drink and others like it are available at the Dragon Drop, a special bar located in the rivers. You won't be able to access it until you get a jet ski, which you can acquire in various ways. I think the easiest and fastest way to get one would be to steal one from the Protectorate. Be warned, the Protectorate see you driving around their jet ski, they go hostile. And of course, if they go hostile once, you're effectively at war with all the Protectorate depending upon where they noticed you. So keep that in mind. But generally, you'll be able to access it after you decide to take the plunge, pun intended, into the DLC, the Black Sea. We won't be doing it anytime soon, but it's interesting to see one of these special drinks located here on Gorsky. I'm not going to take it from him yet, but it's good to know it's here, and I think we could actually make good use of that. Resolve is your ability to resist, like, incapacitation effects, or certain other things, like fear or what have you. Actually, does anything fear you on normal mode? I don't think anything does. Let's also see what Sneaky has on her. I thought that was an audio item for a brief second or two. You have 53 Charons. We'll take them. By the way, be careful what you take from these people. They'll be involved in the combat, and if you take, like, their health hypos, they won't be able to use them. So, you might not want to take all the special stuff off of Gorsky and the Zone Rats. He was about to take a sip from a glass filled with some vicious blood-red liquid, but upon seeing you, he puts it down. Sure took your sweet time getting here. What have you been doing? Sightseeing? Actually, forget it. I don't have time to listen to your stories. We've got work to do here. So what's going on? Why hold up in here? Those pompous gits, the Ogliarchs, think they can cut me off from what's happening. I came here to stand against the Faceless, and yet they told me in no uncertain terms to pack up and leave. None of your business, they said. Since when is Core City none of my business? I dominated these streets back when they were still nothing but Biocorp henchmen. I bet Protectorate has something to do with this. They're trying to get established here. I can smell it. Well, if they think I'm just going to sit my hands and let the Protectorate pigs and faceless freaks run around the Underrail, they have another thing coming. We're going to get a foothold in the city no matter what. That's why I rounded up these boys and girls here. Decker, meet the Zone Rats and their leader Sneaky. Alright? Sneaky, this is Decker, the guy I've been telling you about. He makes things happen. Yeah? Good to hear. Sneaky and her fine street fighters have decided to throw their lot with us in this endeavor. You mentioned something about the Protectorate trying to get established here. Do you think they're making their moves right now? They've been trying to get a foothold here for years. It's no secret. The Ogliarchs don't trust them. But in the wake of the Faceless invasion, they might be persuaded to accept assistance from the Protectorate's base in the junkyard. Also recently, they managed to negotiate a lease for one of the biggest warehouses at the docks, if my sources are correct. They started hoarding weapons and other equipment there. How bad is the Faceless situation? As you've already know, they've blockaded the tunnel that connects the south to the rest of Underrail. They've also made a couple of incursions into the city outskirts. We don't know what the purpose of these incursions is, as they are clearly not trying to flood their troops into the city. At least not yet. So what's the plan? There are two things that we could use your help with. With the zone rats on our side, we have enough manpower to make our presence known when the time comes. However, they are not that well equipped, and if it comes to direct conflict with the Protectorate or the Faceless, I'm afraid we would be easily outgunned. I have an idea of how we can get a hold of some energy shields that will help us stay alive on the streets. And then there's a matter of that misplaced tunneler that we could make use of if we manage to recover it before anyone else. You want to steal a tunneler from the Faceless? Not from the Faceless directly. Fill them in, Sneaky. Ah, yeah. So the Faceless sent a couple of their machines to bore through the cliff face and drop zone. Not sure what they wanted to accomplish with that. They backed them up immediately. In one place, though, they messed up. I don't know if they miscalculated or what, but they bored right out of the cliff and plunged down, landing on some poor zoner's shack. The fall killed the crew, and the tunneler is stuck there now. We don't know what state the machine is in and whether we can even fix it, but it's worth a shot. There's another problem, though. A bunch of zoners gathered in the shack the tunneler fell into to throw a party in celebration. We have to persuade them to leave or remove them forcefully. After you clear the location, you must find a way to get to the tunneler operational again. Look around the city and see if anyone's got the expertise, but be discreet about it. You up for this? Yeah, I'll do it. Very good. Talk to Siggy if you need any further details. We actually know where that tunneler is, and I think we've already eliminated that gang. And it's not too far from here. Let's go ahead and just finish this part up right now. I think it might be even worth a point of oddity experience. So, good for us if we can do so. Sorry, soda. I need it. I need it. Alright, so what can you talk about, Tim? So, I've been thinking that, like, throughout most of these videos, whenever it comes to talking about oddity and the points that it has, I'm very, very harsh about it. And I know that, I think in the past I've mentioned that I feel I'm being rather unfair to Underrail and Oddity Mode. And I'm pretty sure I've also mentioned how Oddity Mode is a perfectly fine way to play the game. It's not, how should I describe it? You can totally beat the game in Oddity Mode. There's nothing wrong with selecting Oddity Mode. It's just a little grindy compared to Classic. And overall, I prefer Classic to Oddity. But it occurred to me that because about how much I complain about Oddity Mode, maybe it sounds like I really dislike Underrail. And that's not the case at all. Like, Underrail's an amazing game. I think, Steam, how many hours do I have in Underrail? Tell me. I think if I go to properties, how do I tell? This is super important. I need to know how many hours I played Underrail for. Where do you tell me? I know there's a way for you to tell me. Oh, here it is. Playtime. 1,299.2 hours at the time of this recording have been spent in Underrail. It is almost the most amount of time I think I've played any game for. Let it be known in no uncertain words that I love this game. It is amazing, and we'll talk about why I really like it going forward when I can't think of anything else to talk about. But right now, we're looking at a tunneler. So let's go ahead and attempt to repair it. You spend a lot of time working on the tunneler, and, luckily for you, no one bothers you during the repairs. Eventually you discover that this machine is not that much different from those you've seen in the past. Sure, it took some time and effort to figure out all the inner workings of it, but thanks to your expertise, you encountered no insurmountable obstacles during the course of your work. Finally, the work is done. As soon as you turn it on, the mechanical beast draws its loud first breath. However, what pleases you the most is that you were able to complete the repairs without needing any spare parts. You turn off the engine and leave the machine be for now. Alright, not bad. Let's go back and tell Gorsky. So I think the reason why, the main reason, if I can narrow it down, what makes Underrail so addicting to me to play, is how different the game can feel depending upon your build, and how there are so many builds you can create to play the game with. And I love trying out new thematic characters with new feats, or using new skills or abilities or items that I've never used before. And I find it fun throughout the entire game to experiment with this stuff, from the early parts to the late game, as the game continues to get tougher as you go through it. And so I feel like starting a character over from scratch to me and playing with that character all the way up until I eventually reach Deep Caverns it's wonderful. Absolutely, truly enjoyable. One of the few games where there is this much variety in how you experience the game. Add to that the different factions you can join, like whether or not you want to join the Protectorate or the Free Drones, whether or not you want to join the Expedition, or you want to join the Pirates, for example, or and all the different Core City factions you can join. There's so much replayability in the game, and I love it. It's amazing. Any game which has different builds, which it's difficult to play with them because the game's tough but fair, I love it. And the fact that I've played this game with so many characters without stealth, characters with stealth, characters without any grenades, swords, ranged combat, people using crossbows, assault rifles. I haven't tried a sniper rifle build yet. You can try like a sledgehammer, temporal manipulation build, different types of psionic skills, and it's so amazing how all of this feels so different, but yet so is balanced the right word? I think so. But balanced against itself, especially now with the recent psionic changes. It's incredible. It's a lot of fun, and I have a lot of fun playing it, and I don't see myself ever being able to get myself unaddicted to this game if Stig continuously releases new patches for it to add new content that makes me want to try new builds out again. It's so amazing. I love Underrail because, in particular, because of the builds. The game itself the gameplay is great as well. I love all the different fights that you have. Trying your build against the different types of creatures is another great way to experience how different it is and how you can use your build to fight the different things that you're up against. Like, crawlers and deathstalkers will give some builds quite a bit of difficulty compared with others, and yet those builds would struggle against something different, like psionics users, or maybe heavily armored enemies that are not so sneaky. And it's just great. It's amazing. I really like everything about Underrail's combat and how the character builds work. It's phenomenal. Yeah? Let's talk about Core City. Yeah? About that tunneler. What about it? I repaired it and cleared the area of bandits. All by yourself? Did you really think I was unable to fix a simple tunneler? That I'm stupid? Well, yes and yes. You proved me wrong about the tunneler, though. But who cares? That tunneler will prove useful indeed. We'll go test it out when the time is right. Ah, a birthday gift from the Faceless. How'd you meet the Zone Rats? I spent quite a number of years in Core City before I came to Southgate Station, so I know where to look and who to ask when I need something, and I need a local, capable, low-profile group for our operations. Thus, Zone Rats. Let's talk about Core City. Yeah? So, how do we get those energy shields? Remember that Protectorate warehouse I mentioned? As I said, we have reason to believe they've been hoarding weapons, ammunition, and all sorts of other goodies there. We found out, from a fairly reliable source, that they recently received a package of high-end energy shields. If you could infiltrate the warehouse and nab those shield emitters, that would both strengthen our position and weaken the Protectorates. Sticky has more details on how you might be able to pull this off. There's this oaf Bob. He's a Protectorate soldier, a security guard, or whatever they call themselves, since they're not officially allowed to have soldiers in Core City. He's also a regular here in the bar. Last night, he was drinking himself silly with that Gauntlet girl, and, per usual, blabbering about this and that. I don't usually pay much attention to him, but this time he actually said something interesting. He mentioned that shipment of shield emitters, and how they supposedly are top-quality stuff that they are not allowed to use yet. Which is good, though, as it probably means they're still stored together somewhere in the warehouse. The fool got so drunk that he couldn't turn up for his shift today. He rented a room here at the bar to sober up in. This happened before, so it won't be unusual for his compatriots that he is missing. You can use this to your advantage. Strike the useless oaf down and procure his armor and security pass. While I don't know if this will allow you to enter freely into the warehouse, it might still help once you're inside. As long as you don't attract too much attention to yourself. No simple task, eh? But very much worth doing. So you up for it? Yeah, sure. That's the spirit. You should speak to Sneaky before you head out. She has some info that you'll probably find useful. Hey, 1 experience point. Nice. Alright, Sneaky. Huh? I had some questions about the warehouse mission. Shoot. How do I get into that warehouse? You could try posing as Bob, but that might be too risky. Even if you manage to pass the gates, you'll probably be questioned as to why you didn't show up for your shift again. There might be another way into the warehouse aside from the main gate, though. I took a peek at some of the old city plans. There seems to be a direct, uninterrupted ventilation connection from the dock's main utility room to the warehouse's lower level. Getting inside this room, that would probably be a problem in itself. Try find the dock superintendent. See if he can be bribed to give you access to it. And lastly, you could always try entering through the port itself if you get a jet ski or some other kind of vessel available. The port's behind the warehouse, west of it. It's a completely separate section, unconnected with the main docks. Now, going through there should be your last option, though, as security's pretty tight, and all traffic's highly regulated. They know exactly which vessels should be moving in and out of there, and at what time. And no one's yet managed to fool them or their pipe-working scanners. Where do I find that Bob guy? He's still in one of the rooms here in the bar. You could try stealing his armor and security pass, but I'd suggest zoning him out entirely. If he wakes up and notices they're gone, he might raise an alarm. You don't want that. Alright. Thanks, Sneaky. Later, Southgater. Okay, I don't think we're going to do that quest yet. I want a few more levels first. I have never tried posing as Bob. I have done the shield emitter quest, however, many times. The issue is that we have to fight crawlers and I think at least one Deathstalker first. And we'll have to because we don't have stealth. Unless I want to go and purchase a bunch of stealth-giving, is that the correct term? That's really wrong, Tim. A bunch of items that grant me stealth. Where's my recycle item? Recycle item. So, and actually, I may end up doing that to help me, but it's going to be really tough. We'll want some stealth tabby boots, armor, and a balaclava. And even then, I don't think, because I have no points in stealth, sneaking past crawlers and Deathstalkers, that's going to be really, really difficult. However, once you're in the warehouse, as long as you have Bob's security passcode in your hotkey, you can get a little closer, not very close, but you can get a little closer to all the Protectorate walking around inside that base. That's important because you can actually do the entire shield emitter quest without stealth. Yep, they can totally see you, and it's fine as long as you don't get too close to any of the guards. Actually, as long as you don't get too close to anyone, you should be fine. Okay, so there was someone that we forgot to pickpocket. I think over in this section. Yep. We didn't go in here. I always skip this little shack, but there's someone in here who actually has an oddie item. I always forget he even has it. There he is. Blanket. Please don't disturb me. He's really likes the arena. It's the only thing he wants to do is watch the arena all day long. So we won't disturb him. We'll just pick his pocket. And we'll take his Arena Now broadcasting schedule. It's an outdated schedule for the Arena Now broadcasting channel. And we'll take his side booster. Okay. We could turn off the power to make him leave and run around here and turn it back on again to search his shelves. I don't think he has another audio item in these though, so those can just sit there. Okay, so next, we are going to go ahead and try a difficult section. May I help you? No, I'm good. I hate drop zone. Let's see what they've got. I think I've already picked their pockets, though. Oh, if I did, I didn't take their Stygian coins. We'll go ahead and add that to our ever-growing supply of money, which we use to save the world. Spiked solid padding steel boots. Can you imagine getting dirty kicked by these? Good God! That's a nightmare. Oh my God. Oh, so painful. Alright, we're walking over here, everyone. I put this off, I think, in the last 2 episodes, but we'll go ahead and explore this now. So this is a bit tricky. There'll be mutants over here. And these mutants are like other mutants. You would normally, I would want acid resistance armor. I'm gonna hope we won't need it. Now, I don't have stealth, and I don't remember where they patrol, and I'm pretty sure, Tim, you're gonna be in combat against several of these things. Let's just do it, right? I don't have any traps on Decker. I already have 14 traps, but I don't have any traps on me. Alright, Tim. We're just doing this. Good luck to you. Okay. Ooh, a hunchback mutant. We haven't seen one of these before. Oh my God, that's horrific. Its mouth opens on its side. Oh, God, this poor person. Now, because it saw me, everything else has also seen me. Well, that's not true, Tim. That's not true statement at all. Because it saw me, all the other mutants in this area are now aware of me as also. Oh, it picked up a rock. It picked up a rock. Let's go over. Wait, I have a gun. Tim, you have a gun? You should be shooting it. Another hunchback mutant. Okay, so let's move up. And I think it's 13 action points to swing. I can only swing 3 times in a round. And it requires 4 hits with this weapon to stun it for 3, incapacitate it for 3 turns. So let's try a exposed weakness. We need 1 more punch, and it's fully charged. We're going to stun it, and that will do at the moment. I don't think this one's going to grab a rock, and if it doesn't throws it, it'll hurt its friend. It's running around to get to us. It's doing that by running around this direction. So we should be able to incapacitate it if I punch it again. So let's not do that. We'll hold on to that 4th punch. And I think instead we'll try shooting it to death now. My food expired. I just realized that. That's a shame. Alright, let's hide around the corner. There's that mutant again. We'll take a few pot shots at him from a distance. Okay, so we should be right here by now. Oh, hello! We have normal mutants as well now. So I don't have the movement to move up and move away from this guy. Let's move a little bit. We're going to actually shoot the crossbow guy a bit. Actually, okay, hold on. Let's think about this. Let's go ahead and use our necklace on the mutant. Or, you know what, Tim? Let's move up and punch him. Which incapacitates him. So we don't have to worry about him now. And then we'll run around the corner to get out of line of sight from the crossbow guy. Oh, that's interesting. He's taking acid damage. That seems a little wrong to me, if I'm being perfectly honest, but okay, I'll accept it. See that plus 14 action points? That's a rapid reloader. I forgot I had an aim shot. And he will be waking up in 2 more turns. So let's get a little bit more distance from him. Oh, hello. Another Gorsky mutant. Oh, another giant mutant. All right, so hold on. We have all sorts of enemies. So let's. Do I have a normal health pack? Because I have taken some damage. Actually, we won't need this quite yet. Let's see. I don't even want to see the focus stem right now because I don't want to be tempted to use it. All right, so let's activate our sprint. Activate bullet time. I don't think I need bullet time yet. Let's move up here and begin the shooting. I couldn't quite kill him. Looks like I should have used bullet time. Let's activate our shield. Won't need it. Nice. That gave us back the action points we spent right then. I guess we'll just hit this guy a bunch with our pistol from a distance, and then we'll run away. So we still have sprint activated. Dash on the corner just to make sure we're not seen. Okay. Let's move up. I don't know where the big guy is. He is totally up here somewhere, though. I don't think we'll move up closer to him quite yet. We'll just continue to get some distance. Can I shoot him from here? Okay, we can take a few more pot shots at him from here. So let's do so. Yeah, I really like the 7.62 millimeter rapid reloader laser sight. It's a really nice gun. Is that it? Oh, there you are. I was wondering what happened to you, sir. Over here. Reload. Let him come a little closer to us. Move out. He's moving in such a way that I have to move up to actually shoot him. Alright, not bad. We didn't even have to use bullet time that fight. Let's have some core chips. And our pistol. We got a good amount of, we got a good use out of it. A good use out of it. We got good use out of our pistol. How's our fist? It's fine. Alright, not bad. Oh, Tim, careful. These things have, there's acid all over the place. Alright, let's not walk on the acid. Now, that was not all the mutants. I thought there were acid dogs here as well. We just saw the fact that there's another mutant. Oh! Around the corner, that was a misclick. That was easy. Hello, mutants. You're all hostile to me. That's some distance away. Let's brighten up the area if we can. A little easier to hit. Oh my god, nice critical hit. Really? I was about to say, that dog of theirs is not a good dog. It's not investigating what the heck happened. Really like this pistol. And this is not the best pistol we will ever have by far. But this gives me an idea of what to expect when I do make a higher level pistol. Over here, toxic barrel. I think if you have stealth, you have the option of sneaking through these creatures. I think they kind of hang around over in this area, which means you can see past them through the toxic gas. But, you just kill them. Works just as well. That's worth selling, but not worth keeping. Which are not worth repairing. We'll wait for that acid to go away. Small oxygen tank, useless for us. Used to make a psionic inhalant. We don't care about them. A normal grenade and some 9mm ejected hollow points. Biocorp technology catalog fragment. Another oddity point. Let's see. I think the acid is gone now. At least search this Muti's corp and take her knife. Absolute garbage. And the dog. I guess we'll take everything at the moment. I can't remember if Decker's getting biology later. I don't think that's in the cards for him. If I don't have the build up in front of me, I've forgotten everything that's in it. A garbage knife. The Jaguar is also not very good. We've gotten, I believe, almost all the oddity items from these creatures as well already, back when we were in Junkyard some time ago. So we're not going to find any new oddity items on them. I think there is a special oddity item on the two-headed mutant, but you don't get the two-headed mutant if you're not playing on, I think, hard mode. You at least have to play on that difficulty for it to show up. Oh! I wasn't expecting an enemy here. And because I just opened the door, I'm down 25 action points, so I don't feel like fighting it with just that few. You know what? Let's use bullet time. Holy crap. That's a... Yeah, I'm sticking with the 7.62 pistol, I think, from now on. That's too good. Some more Core City plans. Another oddity point. Psionic Mentor. Cryokinetic Orb. Very nice. It's basically frozen orb that the Sorceress has. That's a decent level Incinerate Collector if I was going to use a Flame Pistol. I guess we'll take everything from this. Actually, no, that's stupid. That's stupid. You don't need that. This isn't really worth it, Tim. The only person who will buy this will be Fixer in Junkyard. I don't think you're taking biology, Tim, so you don't need the acid glands. You're not going to use acid anyway. You don't need this. That's useless. You don't need a heart. Actually, you need a heart, but we don't need that heart. That's garbage, too. I can't remember if I'm taking... One second, everyone. Sorry about this. I need to bring up my build really quick. Oh, you have to load it into this thing. Okay, hold on. I gotta save the current... So, I'm playing another character at this moment. He'll probably actually... His Depot A run will probably go up before this part gets uploaded. My plan is to make Geralt of Rivia and give him a try through Depot A. Okay, now that I've done that, let's import Decker. And what am I doing with Decker? Yeah, there's no biology, Tim. Some chemistry. Why? Why does he have chemistry? Why? That's useless. It would be better if I take biology. I think 40 biology lets me make jumping bean at least. We'll see. That's an incorrect build option there. Those skill points. Okay, so that was this area. 2 oddity points for us. We didn't see any secrets anywhere. Alright, not bad. Some treasure, if we're going to call it that. Oh, we should break down most of this garbage that we have. Let's do that too. So, can I break down this combat knife? I can. That's worth doing, I think. This hammerer, Tim, is it worth repairing? No. We'll just break it down. think I just want the scrap from all this stuff. We'll make a few repair kits, and then we'll head back out there to explore a little more Core City. So we don't need this either. Goodbye, dagger. I think I might have the scrap. Yeah, all their pistols are useless. This is decent. That's worth repairing if I can actually manage to sell a crossbow. But the rest of this stuff is garbage. And it could use 2 repair kits as well, Tim. Okay, not bad. So let's... With this area done, I think that's all there is. No, not quite. You have Sergio to visit. I don't think we did that last episode. Okay, so Sergio, we get to him from the main elevator. I usually... Oh, hello. I didn't even search this barrel. What the heck? And there's an arena now broadcasting schedule in it. What? I just skipped it? Apparently we did. Alright, well, good thing we double-checked. We'll loot all the Charians from these people. I'm gonna do my best not to feel bad about it either. Staring at the fire. Yep. Keep doing it. The fire purges the bad? What was... I was trying to think of the quote from, like, the Scarlet... Was it called the Scarlet Flame in the Witcher series? And I can't remember even what their organization was called in the first Witcher game. I can't remember. Oh, man. I mean, I don't feel too bad about it, but still. I should know what it was called. Was it called the Scarlet Flame? I can't remember. Alright, well, anyway, here we are. A new place. I don't think we even walked down here with Gabriel. I just skipped it altogether because I wasn't interested in this area or partaking in the... Is it a hookah they have hooked up down here? I can't remember. Well, let's find out. Don't cause trouble or I'll zone you out. No, we're not causing trouble, but we're taking it. Taking all the trouble out of your pockets, including this morphine shot. Drugs are bad for you, sir. We'll even tax you for it by taking your 6 Stygian coins just so you can't buy another one. What is that dog doing? What is the dog doing? Dog, what are you doing? You're acting really weird. Oh! Wolf spelled backwards. That's hilarious. And what's this guy have on him? Let's go coin. We'll take the coin. That's an insane dog. Observes you silently. We make eye contact as I rummage through her coat's pockets. From the front, nonetheless. We'll take the 13 Stygian coin she has. Hello, bodyguard. Wanna get in motion? Maybe. Maybe. We'll talk to this guy about it. I want to say Sergio sounds familiar. Like, that's from something, isn't it? Do I have my Brave browser up? What is this from? It's a 2020 film, apparently. Oh, God, I feel really bad for it. There's no way any film in 2020 did well. Let's see. Oh, okay. I thought it was like a wizard's name from, like, not a Monty Python skit, but for something else. And apparently, no. Nope, it's from... It's from Underrail. There's also Sergio Gabrielli, an owner of the Wizard Window Washing Incorporated. But that's it. Alright. Huh. I thought this was from like Baldur's Gate or something. The man stands next to the strange orb face down, allowing the hood of his robe to conceal his face completely. This well-made, unstained attire, illuminated by the psychedelic orb, sets him apart from the ranting people aimlessly staggering about, with the sharp-eyed bodyguards overseeing their every move. He appears to be someone important, but your approach is met with no immediate response. Soon, however, his head slowly rises, revealing a face of a young man. Then, an unexpected word comes from out of his mouth. Meow. Excuse me? Greetings, cat. My name is Sergio. Do you want to get in motion, huh? Do you? What do you mean by getting in motion? Never heard of motion? Cat, you're so silly. It's obvious you're not from Core City. Let me put it this way. Life in Core City is boring and depressing. Fact. Everywhere you look, you see death, misery, pain, and death. Fact. Yes, the arena might be the best thing since cats, but it definitely doesn't help the death part. Yeah, agree? Is there an alternative? Cat, you betcha. You need to get yourself in motion. It'll take you on an exciting journey, unimaginable by most people. Fantastic, vivid, sensational, extraordinary. Something you can't forget. It's as fun as it sounds. Meow. Is it some sort of drug? And does it involve this orb thing in front of you? You mean the shisha? Why, yes it does. All you need to do is smoke from the shisha and enjoy the motion. It's safe, trust me. Lots of people do this. Of course, it comes at a price. How much? I usually charge 60 charons per session. But for you, I'll charge 60 charons. I think that's fair. Meow. And people pay that much money. They sure do. All the cats come here to get themselves into motion. Once you experience it, you too will understand it. Is there something wrong with that dog? What dog? Point to the dog. Sergio carefully observes the dog and its bizarre behavior. Uh-oh. Professional. Seems normal to me. I'm a cat person, though, and as such, I know nothing about dogs. Silly creatures. Meow. What can you tell me about the arena? You mentioned it before. It's the pipes and barrels of Core City. Cats like you come from all. He stretches his arms outward, as if trying to encompass something large. From all over Underrail. Blood, domination, death. And now we also have the gauntlet, cat. Even more blood, domination, and death. Meow. What's with the meowing? Can I answer that question with a meow? No. I can only answer you in the form of a meow. Sorry. Alright, I'll try this motion thing. That'll be 60 charons. Here you go. Good. Let's get you in motion, cat. He points you to the shisha. Simply draw a smoke. Draw smoke from the shisha. This is kind of nice. We're going faster now, but it's okay. I like it fast. A bit too fast now. Okay, let's slow down. Oh, that's disgusting. I think we vomited into the river. How on earth did we get here? Captain Rastgo. The rugged ferryman greets you with a long, thoughtful stare. After a brief moment of inspection, he points his finger at you and speaks. Ain't you that dude who punched his wife in the face on my boat a couple months back? He then shakes his head as he realizes his error. Oh, nah, my bad. That dude did look a lot like you, though. Anyway, I'm Rastgo. Need a ride? Nah, I don't. Thank you though, Captain. See ya. But I do need to ride through your pockets for your eel sandwiches. I don't know what's funnier. That he had 2 eel sandwiches on him. I guess that's not that funny, but he does have like his box or barrel, his like storage over here. But we go in and we take out one carefully wrapped. I can only assume it's like carefully wrapped, still in like the tin foil or whatever it was packed in when he got it from probably Junkyard, right? Kareem. They do a lot of eel fishing over at Junkyard, so he probably got it from there. And so we take out one sandwich. And then I decide, you know what? I want the other sandwich he's got in his pockets also. I want both sandwiches. Let me just take both of them. Now, by the way, do we have the key to the store? We do not. Okay, we do not. So, can we talk with the superintendent? Actually, first let's pick his pocket. Okay, he still has a key on him. Alright, that's kind of important. I'm going to let him stay there. I just want to see something really quick. We're not doing this. I don't have... What's my current stealth? Oh, I don't think I have any stealth, Tim. I have no stealth, so we're seen immediately by everyone who could possibly see us. Yes, okay. So, this is not a good test. No, stop. He's stealth. Okay. So, I'll want to check to make sure... So, you can pay Superintendent Rubin and bribe him to open the store and let you in. But if you could also take his key and then get in yourself. But you will still need the stealth to open the store without him seeing you do it. So, if I want to pickpocket that key, I will need to make sure that I've got the stealth to be able to walk over here, open the door, and walk into that room. That's not something we're going to do at this moment. Okay, so what else are we doing, Tim? We did not... Apparently I have been down here before, because I see everything has been rummaged through. We haven't gone through the sewer system yet. There will be some oddities down there. But I think we'll do a little bit more of Core City proper before we go down to the sewer system. You know what? Let's go this way. We'll do this area, and then I think we've been playing for like an hour, so we probably should stop. A box. No one sees us by the box. Locked. Do we have the hacking for that? We do, just barely. Let's see what's so important inside this box that they hid it over here. A Metathermix headband. Worth taking. We can maybe find someone who will buy it. We're not ready for the DLC yet. We want to be slightly higher level. So I'm not going to go down here and talk with the Aegis Sec Troopers quite yet. There's no reason why we can't. I just don't want to start that process yet. Victorian Security can't stop the Faceless. JKK will. Well, let's see if we can help you by checking your pockets for anything that might weigh you down and stop you from shooting the enemy. These 20 Stygian coins look like they'll do. Hello, Gunslinger. We're a Gunslinger. We have something in common. Let's see if we share the same things in our pockets. We do. We both have 21 Stygian coins at least. I like being unique, so we're going to take them from you to make sure that we remain that way. Now, we are the only Gunslinger who has money. Can never have too many balls. We'll take some more. Technician, can we... Nope, we can't. There's no way we'll to check that box in full view of everybody. Technician! Let's see what oh, you're eating lunch, it looks like. Some muty stew is what it looks like is there. That's a pretty fancy looking security camera right there. Rolled up door, we can't open it. Looks like Ray's shop is currently closed. And I don't think... Oh, can I don't think I can get away with opening this. Let's find out really quick. We can try lockpicking. This girl might see us from here. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah. The sniper saw us. Apparently we're not allowed in there. Okay, so much for that. Oh, you must have moved. Ah, Aegis Corporate saw us. The guard stops you. You notice a badge on his chest, an orange and black shield, the colors being vertically divided at the center. At the bottom, it reads Aegis. Restricted area, sir. State your business. I'm just walking by? Just walking by. Move along, then. You walked up to me. I'm about to walk out of here. Alright, everyone. So, I think that will do it for this episode. We got more Core City explored. We still have even more to explore, so we'll continue to do this in the next episode. So I'll see you guys then. Take care, everyone, and thanks for watching.